Hello, my name is Libni. I have decided to do the video assignment. The first question is, why should we study criminal justice overseas? And the reason I believe that we should is that not only it would help us gain more uh, knowledge overall culturally, it would help us see different people on how they react. Like, for example, Japan is more strict in with prison sentencing and stuff like that. And for example, in Uruguay, which is my country, it would be very different, right? And so it would also look really good in your resume because you're more culturally diverse and more knowing in that sense. Um, and yeah, the second question is describe the culture of your country. Um, my country, Uruguay, loves music. They absolutely love music. Brazil, for example, does a like a what would it be called, a carnival? And Uruguay does something very, very similar. They do a carnival. Their culture is also very inspired by Europe. They have a lot of Europe's like yeah, like their clothing, for example. That would be one of the stuff. Um, Mexican people as well as Latin American. Uh, we give hugs and kisses. Uh, And so personal space, that doesn't exist. And then sports. Sports is huge. Soccer is the national like sport. Ooh, it is such a big deal. Um, Overall, yeah. So soccer is such a big deal in Uruguay. And then people love to eat carnita asada. They will eat it whenever they get the chance. And that is very known here as well, not only just in Uruguay. The best round trip would be from McAllen, it would be 1,200. It is from 10 a.m. to 10:15, and it is 21 hours and 14 minutes. For Harlingen, it would be at 5 a.m. to 10:15, and then is 1,200. And then for Brownsville, it would be 5:45 a.m. to 10:15 a.m., and then it would be $1,246. And then overall, your best bet would be McAllen. Not gonna lie, 1,200. The exchange rate is pretty similar to pesos, Mexican pesos. 5 US dollars would be about 200 pesos. 20 would be about 800, and 100 US dollars would be about 4,000. And then I personally would visit because I would love to see different cultures overall. I just love to visit anywhere, but also just as well be more knowing of, for example, prison system. It would be really cool. And as well as just the people, just getting to see other Latin American uh countries. Um a country that I would definitely like to see, that I would prefer to visit, would be Mexico. I personally have been to Mexico. It would be, but the only reason why I'm picking Mexico is because I've been to the border. Mexico. I haven't been deeper in Mexico, and I would love to visit deeper Mexico. It's so vibrant, so beautiful. And also, same thing, I feel like Mexico has such a problem with crime. Um, it just hasn't been resolved. There's lots of gangs that and people are afraid all the time, and that needs to get resolved, unfortunately. And so I would like to visit. um and my citations are for why we should study criminal justice overseas would be everyculture.com, and then my Culture of the country would be worldatlas.com, and then everyculture.com, and then the rates would be expedia.com, and then my exchange rates would be wise.com. Those would be my citations. And thank you so much. Thank you. Have a nice evening.